Thank you for visiting Deb's Digest again today. This afternoon we're going to have a special treat for you with a variation of couscous. And I have a visiting cook on hand, and she's back by popular demand, so I know that you're going to really enjoy this. I'm going to let her tell you the variations of the name because the recipe is known by different names by different localities. So I'll bring on Fatin right away. Okay, as promised, here's Fatin, and she's going to give us the correct pronunciation of this recipe. And take it away.
All right, this dish is known as couscous or moghrabiye or maftoul, depending on what part of the world you're in.
Okay, so don't worry about writing down the ingredients or the portions. We're going to have everything listed for you in the description box, and we'll get started now, okay?
All right, you're going to start this recipe off by creating a broth using chicken, spices, salt, pepper, and water, and onions. The spices we are using are cumin, allspice, and any other spice you might enjoy in your meal. Once your chicken is ready and cooked, you're going to save the broth, onions, and chicken, and you're going to also separate some of the broth to use on top of the couscous. Alright, in the next step, I have about 3 cups of the maftoul or couscous, and I'm going to fry it in some olive oil until it gets golden brown. Once your couscous has turned golden brown after frying it for about a minute or 2, we're going to add some garbanzo beans or chickpeas. I'm using a can of garbanzo beans here. And then you're going to add your broth. Now for every cup of couscous, you're going to add about 1.5 cups of broth. So I have 3 cups of couscous, so I have about 4.5 cups of the broth. What I'm doing now is waiting for it to come to a boil. Now that it's come to a boil, I'm going to reduce heat to low and cover the dish and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. After you've let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, you just let it stand for about 5 minutes on the stove with the heat turned off, and now we're going to plate it.
Okay, Fatin, tell me how we layer this to plate it, or for what you've done to plate it.
Okay, you put the couscous onto a plate or bowl, then you pour a little bit of the broth with the chicken and onion on top of the dish.
Okay, can I be the taster? It looks
yes,
wonderful.
Ma'am.
Okay.
It's all ready to go.
All right. Looks really good. It smells fantastic. That's just the perfect blend of flavors and textures. The couscous is nice and soft, and there's a little soupiness to it, but it's awesome with the chicken. Thanks for joining us again on Deb's Digest today. I want to extend a special thank you to Fatin for cooking this marvelous dish. I'm looking forward to tasting it. Her recipes are always tremendous. So please leave your comments and suggestions in the feedback box below, and I would love it, we would love it, for you to subscribe.